Enjoy this great game.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Humm Baby Baseball channel. This is Eric. Today we're talking Seattle Mariners, and we got Mariners Fanatic on hand right here. So please go check out his channel right here. Always covering the Mariners and Major League Baseball. Lots of good stuff over there. Go over there, hit the subscribe button. But I really appreciate you being here today to talk Mariners.
Yeah, appreciate you having me on.
No problem, and y'all have had a pretty good offseason. Not too active in the free agent market, but you pick up the Cy Young Award winner, obviously, and Robbie Ray, and here's some other. You also got Adam Frazier in a trade, Suarez, Winker. Just now signed, just dropping not too long ago, is signing Sergio Romo. And so what are your thoughts overall? I know you lost some guys, obviously, Seager retiring, and lost some other guys, but overall, what's your thoughts on the offseason?
Overall, I think I'd grade it probably about an A- or a B+. There's a couple things I wish we could have done more, specifically getting another starting pitcher, because realistically we've really only got 4 right now, and we're kind of that 5th spot's up for grabs. So that's one thing I would have liked them to have done, is get another starting pitcher, but you never know. There's still a couple weeks till the season, so
Yeah, I was looking at your rotation. It did look like you could have used another pitcher. I thought you were going to get a stronger. I had y'all getting like I don't remember if it was Story or something, like a big infielder.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to get one.
A lot of people thought we were going to get Bryant.
Bryant. I think I might have had Bryant going there. I can't remember, but I predicted y'all to land one of those big short.
I don't even think anybody predicted us to get Ray. I was surprised by it. It just kind of came out of nowhere. So I mean, we needed an ace. That was something I talked about in my videos, is like an ace was something we really needed, because we didn't have that at all last year.
Yeah, well, you got one. I mean, this is the Cy Young Award where he was 13-7, and I think you're around 2.8. So this dude is legit. Strikeout stuff is insane. So at least you have an ace right at the top. And I mean, you got some. We'll get to the rotation a little bit, but you got some pretty good pitchers, some good prospects that hopefully will pitch well for y'all. But here's a look at this. Is Athlon Sports. I was just looking at. I know that right now I think Kyle Lewis is injured. I'm not sure when he's coming back, but
he's not going to be ready for opening day, so he's definitely not going to be in that DH spot. Kyle Lewis's knees, it's been an ongoing problem. I love the guy. He's a great hitter, but he hasn't been able to stay on the field, unfortunately. So we're hoping we can get him back healthy, probably maybe by May at the earliest. I think they're going to ease him in because they don't want him to re-injure that knee, of course. So looking at this lineup, though, I do have to kind of disagree with it a little bit. Mitch Haniger and Ty France should be flipped. France is a much better hitter, personally, in my opinion, and Haniger has more power. So I think if you flip those two, Jesse Winker in the 3 hole is perfect. You can mix and match with the end of the lineup there. And I know a lot of people have JP at leading off, but personally, I'd rather have Frazier.
That's what I was thinking, yeah.
But I mean, our lineup this year is way better than it was last year, so that in itself is a big improvement. Some Mariners fans are not too hyped about the Suarez pickup, but I think it's going to work out for us. His second half of the season was amazing last year, and I think he's going to be just fine at third.
Well, he's got big power. Didn't he get like over, I don't know, it felt like he had over 40 home runs one year. Or am I thinking of someone else? Is that?
I think he hit 49 in
Right. Yeah.
So there's a bet going on in the clubhouse right now. If he hits 50, they're all going to, because he's got black hair on one side and white hair on the other side right now.
Really?
So there's a bet that they'll all get black and white if he hits 50 home runs. So we'll see. That'd be awesome if he hit 50, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Probably 30 is more accurate.
But, I mean, he is the guy. Yeah, I know he's done it before, so it could happen again. And then Jared Kelenic. How's Jared Kelenic been doing? I know he's a big-time prospect for y'all.
Yeah, I mean, he had a rough year last year. September, he looked pretty good. So we're hoping that he can, capitalize off of that. But spring training so far, the first week has been a little rough for him. Just can't put too much stock into spring training.
Right.
Guys struggle and then they figure it out later on. But we'll see what happens with Kelenic. I'd love him to succeed. Ultimately, I don't see him being much better than an all-star player. It's really about Julio Rodriguez.
Yeah, I like him as well. But overall, it's a young lineup. But if everyone comes into their own, has a big season, Kyle Lewis stays healthy, it's pretty solid.
Yeah.
Brazier in there, Suarez hits a bunch of home runs. Ty Francis got some good power. I know, at least in the minor leagues. I don't know how he's done in the big leagues, but when he was in the minor leagues with the Padres, he was a beast.
Oh yeah. Last year he didn't tap into his power as much. He only hit 18 home runs.
Oh, okay.
But I'm hoping we see a little bit more power out of him. But just in general, he's a good hitter. So, if he hits 300 with 20 home runs, then I'm fine with that because that means we're getting guys on base and stuff. So we'll see how it works out.
And then you were talking about this. This is, I don't know what the rotation look like. This is an example here at Fangraphs. Got Robbie Ray, Marco Gonzalez, Chris Flexen, Logan Gilbert. I don't know about Matt Brash. He's a former Padre also.
So we just traded Justin Dunn, who originally was probably our fifth starter. And then we traded him and Brandon Williamson, who was my favorite Mariners prospect, to the Reds in the trade to get Winker and Suarez. And now Dunn's hurt, apparently. So I guess we dodged a bullet there.
Right.
So the people in the running for that fifth spot are Justice Sheffield, Nick Margavicius, Matt Brash, and George Kirby and Levi Stout. George Kirby, obviously, he's one of our top prospects. Levi Stout's up there as well. I'm not sure if those two guys are ready yet. Matt Brash started. He got called up in September, but he didn't pitch for us. He's probably the most ready out of the three, in my opinion. So that's probably why Fangraphs has him there in the 5 spot. But he's only 23, so that 5th spot's wide open. So we'll see who wins it in spring.
Oh, okay. So it's kind of a competition. Justin Field is decent. I'm not sure how he's been doing, but it's a young guy.
He had a good 2020, but 2021 was a little rough for him. So.
Was it rough? Okay. Well, that's why you're here, because, I haven't been able to keep track of every player, but I thought he was pretty good, but I guess he had a rough 2021. That's too bad. But, it's not that bad as long as Logan Gilbert hopefully has a better – I know he wasn't terrible, but he wasn't great last year. Is that right?
Yeah, he had some he was about a 4 ERA. He had that start against the Yankees where he went 7 shutout innings, and that was a really good game. And then he just had some other rough games. He was a rookie, so, it's to be expected.
Right.
Not too upset with his performance. I think it was actually pretty good for a rookie. So I think he'll just improve. And then Marco and Flexen, they're not like studs, but they'll give us consistent innings. And Marco had a good second half. Flexen was really good at home, but he wasn't so good on the road for some reason. So we'll see about that. But rotation, about a B grade right now. We'll see what that fifth spot works out to be. So.
Yeah, but I like your team. There's a lot of good young talent, and then there's the bullpen. I'm honestly not too familiar with a lot of these guys, so just break down the bullpen. I know you just added Sergio Romo, but other than that, Drew Steckenrider, it's a former Marlin, maybe. David Castillo, the Rays. I know these guys, but I'm not sure, how they're all going to do.
Well, the one I'm most excited about is Ken Giles coming back. If he comes back healthy, he's our closer. For right now, it's probably Seawald like they have there on the graphic. And then, honestly, the Mariners have a top 10 bullpen, possibly even top 5 in my opinion, but of course I'm biased. But Seawald, Castillo, Steckenrider, Swanson, Sadler just got hurt, so he's going to be out for the season actually.
Cross him off there.
But Johan Ramirez, really good. The bullpen is probably a strong point for us, so I'm not too concerned about that. And then Brash, he might start in that 5th spot, or he could be in the pen. We don't know that yet.
Right.
And then Munoz came over in a trade from the Padres as well. Throws over 100 miles an hour. Just came back from Tommy John. Really excited to see him pitch. He threw 1 game for us at the end of the season, and he hit like 101. And I was like, oh, man, I'm super ready for this guy to show what he's got. So we'll see. I'm excited for Munoz.
That's awesome. Yeah, no, I'm not that familiar with some of these guys, but a lot of good young talent overall on this roster. But you're right. Now that I think about it, this bullpen does look really strong. Castillo, Steckenrider, and if you bring back Giles, you said he's hurt right now, or?
So he had Tommy John last year.
Oh, he had Tommy John.
I just don't know if he's going to be ready for opening day.
Oh,
He's
okay.
healthy, but I just don't know. It's similar to Lewis, where
Right.
they're trying to ease him back into things. So
Okay.
he just might not be opening day, but we'll see.
Okay. Well, yeah, no, not too bad overall. Good young team. Obviously, they're also, like you mentioned, Julio Rodriguez. You expect to see him this year, and I'm not sure if any other prospects are going to make an impact. Let me see if I can bring it up here. Yeah, I mean, any of these guys you expect to help out this year?
Yeah, Julio and Kirby. I'm projecting Kirby to hit the rotation by May or June, probably. Kind of similar to how they did with Logan Gilbert last year. They
Right.
kind of brought him in. I think it was about May or June, and so I think Kirby will be up. He'll get some starts. Julio, there's people that think he can make the opening day roster. We might see it. I'm not so sure about that. I'd love him on the opening day roster, but with the Mariners' history of rushing prospects, it just makes me a little nervous. And then how Kelnick started out last year, that's a little rough as well. So, but Julio and Kirby are probably the two top prospects that might be able to make the most difference this year.
Shows Emerson Hancock 2022, maybe later that year. Or
they shut him down a couple weeks ago, so he's maybe September.
But. Yeah, I remember when he got drafted on like 6th overall. So obviously, you got some good names. They're not all going to be ready this year, but
Stout, Levi Stout might
Levi Stout.
Oh, and I guess Brash is still a prospect technically. So
apparently, he's here on the list, top 10 prospects. Yeah. So awesome. Yeah, I mean, it's a good young looking team. I don't know if you have any, predictions for this year, or what do you think who you're gonna have to worry about in the West? Obviously, the Rangers have gotten a lot better. They've added, big time.
Yeah,
big time. They're trying to win a World Series or something.
They're trying to, but you can't win a World Series with no pitching. So
yeah, exactly.
They'll probably be a 500 team just on their offense alone. But when John Gray is your ace,
right?
I mean, that didn't work for the Rockies with their offense, so it's not going to work for the Rangers either. So
yeah, plus
I'm not really concerned about the Rangers, and then the Athletics. Obviously, they're full jumping into that rebuild.
Oh yeah, complete rebuild.
Not concerned about the Athletics. The Angels, I would be concerned about them because their offense is amazing, but then every year the pitching just blows up, and they end up being not in the playoffs. So we'll see. The Angels could win the division, or they could be third place. So it's kind of depends on their pitching. Of course, the Astros they're probably going to win the division. I have us in second place, probably about 90 wins again. Last year we kind of exceeded expectations, and this year I think we'll be about that same win total with better performances, if that makes sense.
Right. Yeah.
Because we definitely got lucky in some games last year.
Yeah, I think you're right. I mean, I think that you're in a good division because you have at least two teams you don't have to worry about. I don't think the Angels are going to be a serious threat either. Obviously, they got Ohtani, but after that, their rotation, they got Syndergaard. But I'm still not convinced the Angels are going to be very good with that rotation. So I think you're right. It's between the Astros and the Mariners, and you never know in baseball. You never know what's going to happen. The Astros could have a terrible year, and the Mariners could. But it doesn't really matter. You're going to make the playoffs if you finish in second. Especially with
hopefully so. We need to make the playoffs. Everybody knows that. So.
Oh yeah, I think you will. I think I'm definitely going to pick the Mariners, either first or second. I haven't decided yet, but I'm with you on that. At least it's a decent division to be in.
I mean, I try to be unbiased, and I wanted to put us first, but like looking at the Astros roster, it's just like. Oof, they've still got a really good lineup even after losing Correa. So the rotation, you got Verlander back, so it's still a really good team. So,
right, yeah, I mean, the Astros are going to be tough, but it's going to be fun to see what happens though. But I like your team; a lot of good young talent. Probably the best, as far as just youth. It's probably one of the most talented team with a lot of good prospects, who are about big league ready. So I think you guys are going to be awesome. A lot of fun to watch too. Yeah,
I'm excited. I mean, the biggest thing is just staying healthy. I mean, if Kyle Lewis were to come back, then we'd have a really solid outfield. So, I mean, that's for every team though. So I say that with a grain of salt, but staying healthy is a big factor for us this year. because last year I feel like we were going through so many players, somehow passed it together to win 90 games. But, hopefully we can get it going this year and make the playoffs.
Sweet. Yeah, best of luck to you all this year. I appreciate you coming in on the channel. And yeah, everyone go ahead. I'm going to put a link in the description. I'm going to put a link in the comment section. Pin it. Go check out Mariners Fanatic. Road to 700 right now. And hopefully get you to 1,000. Yeah. No, you're moving up here. Yeah, I see. I got some good videos, and I was checking them out. So hopefully bring you a few subscribers, especially if you're a Mariners fan. Go over there right away. Because these videos usually do pretty well, so hopefully get some Mariners fans. Because I didn't know about you, to be honest, until World Traveler told me about you. So shout out to World Traveler.
Shout out to World Traveler. She's been an OG subscriber for me. So
here too. She's freaking amazing. So all right, guys. So everyone have a fantastic day. Go check out Mariners Fanatic. Hope you all have been enjoying the previews. We'll talk to y'all next time.
All right.
Peace. Straight to the hole. I got no chance of ever making my